Girls, can I have the microphone back?
Please bow your heads. Dear Lord, as we venture into honoring these veterans, please bless us and all these groups. And thank you for letting us all come together today to honor all the soldiers that fought for us and are able to preserve our nation as it is. Thank you, Lord, for all that you're allowing us to do. Amen.
Would any dignitaries that are here please come to the gazebo? Thank you. I know we have the mayor of McFarland and the Pride president from McFarland. Please come forward. And anyone else that may need to be, that belongs up here.
Good morning. I'm Deanne Williams. I'm the mayor of Eskridge, and on behalf of the city of Eskridge, I'd like to welcome you to the 15th Annual Veterans Day Parade and festivities. First of all, I'd like to thank the Pride Coalition for planning all the activities that we'll have today. But most of all, we'd like to thank the veterans and our active military that are fighting for our freedom. And with that, I think we owe those folks a round of applause. And once again, I'd just like to welcome you to Eskridge, to Wabaunsee County, and I know that we've got a lot of things going on today, so with that, I'll go ahead and pass it on to the others. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming. I'm Julie Bisnat. I'm standing in for Sandy because I'm a lot louder than her. And we would like for, at this time, so we're going to do things a little bit different. We'd like for all the veterans who have served to raise their hands in the crowd where you're at. And we would like everyone else to applaud these gentlemen for and ladies for their efforts and sacrifices for us. What am I supposed to do now? I do want to thank the Veterans Day Committee, and I would like to thank somebody who never lets us do that, Sandy. All year long, make sure that it comes together like it's supposed to, and she doesn't ever like being patted on the back, so thank you, Sandy. Okay, I'm supposed to camera now, right? Yes. You were supposed to be standing here beside me.
Yeah. I don't like that, you know that. A couple of announcements, though. We have a quilt that we're going to raffle off that's made by Jan Brown, our librarian here in town. And We have 2 paintings that were donated to us that were painted by Judy Shoemate from Harveyville, and her husband made the frames for these paintings. They're over in the hall, and we are going to raffle them off at the hall. But also, the Gym Resort at Lakewood Muncie is giving a coupon to any veteran or any military for one night stay at their resort, at Gym Resort. No fee. There's no charge to enter this raffle, but only the military and the veterans can put their name and their phone numbers in, and we will draw for that. And thank you for being here.
Today's speaker is Master Sergeant Bob Battison. Master Sergeant Battison was raised in Brookhaven, Mississippi, and his military awards include the Air Force Commendation Medal with 3 oak leaf clusters, the Air Force Achievement Medal with 1 oak leaf cluster, that's a mouthful, the Meritorious Service of Medal with 1 oak leaf cluster, and the Joint Service Commendation Medal. Master Sergeant Battison retired from the United States Air Force at Peterson's Air Force Base, Colorado in June of 1993. Please help me welcome him.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
And thank you all for coming out to celebrate our veterans and their accomplishments. I just want to talk to you briefly about, well, normally when you speak about Veterans Day, you talk about various service campaigns and wars and that kind of stuff. And that's all well and good, but I want to do it a little bit differently and talk about really what a veteran is and how they got to be where they are. So, as a beginning, all across the nation today, a service like this one is being conducted honoring our veterans. First, by acknowledging that their contributions to our national security are appreciated. And second, to underscore the fact that those who served have sacrificed and have done their duty. So here today, we honor them for their service to, as the American Legion like to say, to God and country. But typically, we celebrate Veterans Day for a few minutes, a few seconds of silence, and then the country's life goes on. But I think it's most appropriate that we recall on this occasion and on every other moment the contributions and the sacrifice which so many men and women and their families have made in order to permit this country to now occupy its present position of responsibility and freedom, and in order to permit us to gather here today as we have. In a world tormented by tension and possibilities of conflict, and in an age that threatens the survival of freedom, we join together to honor those who made our freedom possible. So let's take a look at some of the attributes of our veterans. First, veterans are committed to a cause. The cause of freedom, the cause of courage, the cause of love of country, and the cause of constitutional self-government. Secondly, veterans are dedicated to changing the course of the future. Today, we live in a different world than it would have been if it hadn't been for the dedication of our veterans. Yes, we still live in this corrupt and twisted society, but who knows what powers might have dominated if it had not been for the commitment of our veterans. Truly, in each war, each conflict, they changed the course of the future, and for that we are grateful. And third, veterans are willing to pay the ultimate price. To preserve freedom, our veterans are willing to pay that price. They gave up the safety and peacefulness of being at home. They left their friends and families. Some surrendered their personal plans for education and a career. Some suffered the loss of sight. Some forfeited their limbs. And many were radically physically disabled. Many actually paid the price of their very own lives. Countless young men and women in the bloom of youth have been willing to pay the price, however great, for the cause to which they were committed in order to change the course of the future of this nation. And fourth, veterans are faithful, committed, obedient, and devoted. First of all, to serve our flag, one must do so voluntarily. America no longer forces men and women to serve in its military. They're asked to volunteer. And as such, they send out recruitment officers to encourage people to volunteer to serve in the military. And secondly, you must have faith. When you serve this flag, you must have faith in the American government that it represents. And you must have faith in knowing that it will supply your every need. Your food, your clothing, your shelter, your medical needs, and even your companions are supplied by your government. You must have complete commitment. When you serve again this flag, you're expected to be completely committed to the country and to allow nothing to prevent you from performing your duties and serving faithfully. You must have complete obedience. When you serve the American flag, you are required to follow orders and are expected to be obedient to the letter. You must also have complete devotion. When you serve the American flag, you're expected to be completely devoted to the country it represents. So today, let's reflect on the foresight and courage and sacrifices of our past leaders and heroes, and remember the courage and sacrifices of today's soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, and Coast Guardsmen who are fighting for freedom and providing humanitarian relief at home and overseas. In a celebrity-obsessed culture where shows like Dancing with the Stars and Survivor generate large followings, it's important to remember just who the real stars of America are. The real star is the U.S. soldier who is sent to disarm a bomb next to a road north of Baghdad and is killed trying to do his duty when the bomb explodes. A real star is the Navy SEAL who sits in the rain by day and sleeps in a tent by night, living in the towns of Afghanistan, assisting villagers and repelling the Taliban. You see, it's like this. It's the service member, not the reporter, who has given us the freedom of press. It's the service member, not the poets, who has given us the freedom of speech. It's the service member, not the campus organizer, who has given us the freedom to demonstrate. It's the service member, not the lawyer, who has given us the right to a fair trial. See, the service member fights for the hippies' rights to protest against that service member. The service member fights for the politician's right to send that very service member to war. The service member fights for businessmen's right to make money. The service member fights for the policeman's right to arrest that very service member. The service member fights for school kids to know about past service members. The service member fights so that you may all sleep at night. The service member fights for religion so that you may all believe what you wish. And yet, the service member, past, present, and future, fights on. The service member fights for his flag, for his country, and for his life. Ronald Reagan, in speaking to a group of Marines, said this: "Most of us wonder if our lives make a difference. Marines don't have that problem." Well, yes, it's true of Marines, and it's true of all service members. Our lives do make a difference. It's the Coast Guardsman, the airman, the soldier, the sailor, and the Marine who salutes the flag, who serves under the flag, and whose coffin is draped by the flag. So for all veterans, regardless of their service and the era in which they serve, they have paid the price time and time again. They have defended America through both the best and the worst of times, and they have performed their duties tirelessly with little recognition or fanfare. They have sought neither fame nor fortune. It was merely a simple love of America and the freedoms we all cherish so much. So let us remember their families and loved ones who stand by their side and support them as they defend our country. So whether attending a parade, a memorial service, or observing a day in private, please reflect upon and mark this occasion by saying thank you to the veterans of our nation's armed forces. We say thank you when a store clerk hands us change. We wave thank you when a motorist yields the right of way. We thank our friends when they pay us a compliment. And if you think about it, we probably use the word thank you or some variation of it at least a dozen times a day. But how do you really thank someone for saving a nation or the world? When you ask young men and women to endure great hardships and drastically change their lifestyle and possibly give their lives for you, the words thank you seem woefully insignificant. But until we come up with something better, let's be sure to say thank you. And I want to conclude by a little poem I found that says, thank you, veterans. Thank you, veterans of the red, white, and blue, our heroes who defend America. We proudly salute you. You are the human rock and foundation, the reason America is proud and a free nation. Thank you, veterans, for answering our country's call. America owes you for your gift of freedom to us all, for putting your life on hold so another can be born and we have a chance to grow old. Thank you, veterans, for sacrificing your life to guarantee our freedom so that we can live in liberty. You are America's voice because you have the option to make a choice. Thank you, veterans, for being brave and taking a stand, keeping us safe here on our homeland. You make a difference for the world to see. You paid the price for our freedom that isn't free. Thank you, veterans, for all you've done. Your duty, honor, and commitment is how freedom was won. You are the proud, the brave, and the few, not just today, but every day. We here today, all of us here, and all of America salutes you. Thank you.
At this time, we're going to give the prizes for the winners of the veterans that are the oldest, youngest, and came the farthest. Sandy, where are all those prizes? Yes. I mean, they can get a hug from me if you want, but maybe something else might. Okay. I need the people who are going to present those prizes to come to the podium, please. Do they know who they are? The Army, ROTC, and the Air Force, ROTC. And you're going to give for 2 places to the... All right, you do that, okay? Never mind, I was wrong. So we're going to do the winners of the essay contest. The coloring contest winners are judged by the Highland Park High School Air Force Junior ROTC.
Hi, I'm Major Peter Kind, and I'm from high school Air Force GC. Sorry, out. First, for our kindergarten through 2nd grade coloring contest, go Sophia Castillo. Sophia, are you here? Woohoo! Well done, young lady. Get a handshake. And our second place winner, same category, Taryn Mikey. Taryn Mikey. Well done, Taryn. Good job.
You'll be okay.
For the third and fourth grade is, for first place is Celia Emmert from Almay Grade School. Is she here? And then second place is Lily Knoll.
Are they from Alma also? Okay.
And then for fifth and sixth grade, first place is, I'm going to butcher your last name and I'm so sorry, is Autumn Schreiner from Mill Creek Valley. And then second place is Grace Spellman from Mill Creek.
You did a fine job. Gail. Thank you. Okay, are you going to sing now? Who's doing that? Me? Okay. Here, now we've got the contest winners for the essay contest.
Hal or Vicki Jones wasn't able to be here, so in their place, I will award these. Okay. For 7th and 8th grade, first place is Catherine Burns. Is Catherine here by any chance? Okay. First place for 11th and 12th is Jennifer Coates. Is Jennifer here? Okay. We will make sure that the kids get all of their gifts. I do want to say this though, in the essay contest, we only received 2 essays throughout Wabaunsee County. Throughout Wabaunsee County, we won 2 essays. So hopefully we'll have more for next year. But we will make sure and get their gifts.
Okay. All veterans and active military, this does apply to you. We're going to have, first of all, the oldest veteran, who I'm very happy to say, Mr. Potter, you're here for one more year of. And if we have anybody here, how old are you? Okay, whoever's under 95, it's also a veteran, please come forward. Okay, Joe. 66, anybody got older than 66 that's here? Oh, there we go. Andy. Name? Ron King. Thank you for your service. Yeah, you get nothing. The young veteran? Okay, we need the youngest veteran or military.
19. We got 19.
Do we have anybody that's younger than 19? Oh, you're it. Come on down and win your prize. For a card. Oh. All right, and now we need the one who has came the farthest. Do we have Alaska? Hawaii? California? You know, any place that's away from Kansas.
Hey, from Nepal.
That's a long ways away. Come on up. Woo! I'll see if he's doing a fine job, y'all. Wait! Thank you. Thank you. The call. Thank you. The call from Nepal. Thank you. And at this time, we're going to have some lovely music by our favorite singer in Eskridge, Miss Bonnie Mae.
This will always be my prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains, through the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. From the mountains, through the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, Bonnie. You did good. Have the flag retiring ceremonies over here by the fire pit, and it's a really fun thing to watch. If anybody would like to come over there, we appreciate it. And after that, there'll be a free lunch across the street at the Pride Center.
I'd like to take this moment to thank everybody for being able to join us today. We're going to get started here in just a second. We have, give me just one moment. We'll get started here in just one moment. We do have a honor guard that will be coming down, approaching the front podium, and then processing through here. So if you could make sure that there is a little bit of an opening between the gazebo and where I'm standing, that would be greatly appreciated. I also want to take this moment to thank all of the ROTCs. Without them, a lot of what we do here in the park, a lot of the honor and respect that we give to our veterans wouldn't be possible. And it is such a great honor to work with the wonderful groups of ROTCs out here. And I want to extend my thank you to all of the ROTCs here. If we could, let's give them a round of applause. And with that,
Tom Paine wrote, "Though the flame of liberty may sometimes cease to shine, the coal can never expire." Color Guard, present the flags to be retired.
Not for much longer. Yeah, I know.
Post the colors. Color Guard, return to ranks. Present. Arms. Order. Arms. We are here today to honor veterans and retire flags which have served their useful life as symbols of freedom in our country.
I am your flag. I was born on June 14th, 1777. I am more than just a piece of cloth shaped into a colorful design. I am the silent sentinel of freedom for the greatest sovereign nation on earth. I am the inspiration for which American patriots give their lives and fortunes. I am the emblem of America.
I have led your sons into battle from Valley Forge to Vietnam. I've been there through the Civil War, 2 World Wars.